Okay, so if there's one thing, I wonder if I can put this somewhere. No, it's moving. Anyways, if there's one thing that I could say that I've learned that's very, very valuable is your own shadow, being afraid of your own shadow, your own traumas, your own pain, just your own darker side is literally not going to help you at all. It's going to make things worse. You're going to be going like a kind of like against the flow of things by not understanding yourself, by not having empathy or love for yourself. Really, really does create a lot of problems for you. Because generally, what I was doing in the past is, despite other people what they did, and despite whatever shit they were throwing at me, my own inner battle, my own turmoil with understanding myself and dealing with the things that I've been through and understanding why I do what I do, say what I say, how I act a certain way. Having the understanding of that, giving me the clarity for that, was the most important thing I could have ever done for myself in order to do my healing, in order to move forward in my life, in order to make sense of things and not so much project on others or blame other people. Yeah, you can call somebody out when they're doing you wrong, and you can stand your ground when people are bullying you. That's something else. That's a defense. Retaliating and trying to sink to their level or play their games, that's not going to help you. It's just going to add more issues. So if that's a piece of advice I could give anybody in my 35 years of existence, plus 100. I told the gentleman, he's like, how old are you? I was like, 135. And he's like, I was like, no, I'm serious. No, but in all actuality, making sure that you are good, that you are doing your healing, making sure that you're taking the accountability, making sure that you are looking after yourself emotionally. Nobody else can do that for you. And then teaching the children, especially. I just did one of those spool things like that, only I did it for a girl. I'm not going to put her name on here because I don't know. Anyway, so I did a painting for her, and she wrote down on a piece of paper specifically what she wanted. She wanted a moon, a half moon in the sky. She wanted it to be nighttime. She didn't specify clouds or nothing. She wanted there to be an ocean underneath the moon. She wanted a huge wave. She wanted a shark, and then she wanted a beach with her on the beach, and she wanted rocks. So I did the whole thing. It looked amazing, but then it really had me thinking about like a child's psyche, what they're going through. The way I painted it out was her as a silhouette, so it was like her shadow, and then I had her like waving to the shark that's way out in the ocean there. I was like, either she knows a shark and she's waving at the shark, or her inner shadow side is related to that in some way. But instead of just doing half the moon like she requested, I did half the moon. But I also, in a shadow sense, dark, you can't really tell unless you look at a certain way, the darker side of the moon. So it's one whole piece, so it's not separated. I also put a symbol in there for protection, and I made sure that the waves were not like tsunami size or engulfing anything. It was just like a regular beach wave like you would see when the tide comes in, when the waves come in. I think I did like 3 different ones. Anyways, I should have got a picture of it. I didn't, but that's okay. I'm truly grateful and happy, and she picked it up today and she said it was really cool. She liked it. I was like, are you sure that's what you wanted? But it was for free anyways. This was just to kind of get it up there. Anyway, so yeah. Make sure you're not afraid of your own shadow, like they say. Because the moment you become afraid of your own shadow is the moment that You allow yourself to be weak because it's not necessarily a bad part of you, but you have to integrate it somehow. You have to understand it. You have to get to know it so that you're not so judgmental of other people too. And you have to really take a look at that side of you. Even if you don't want to go into details, it's helpful to get your closure because nobody can give that to you but you. But definitely make sure that you become aware of that other side of you instead of ignoring it or dismissing it, because it will get your attention one way or another. So that's very important.